Hi guys, this is a video on factoring by grouping, which is a strategy for factoring when we have 4 terms. So the idea here is that we are going to take our polynomial and group it into 2 binomials that are being added together. So I'm going to group these first 2 terms together and the second 2 terms together. And looking at my first binomial, I have a common factor of m. So I'm going to go ahead and factor out that common factor. I'll be left with p squared plus 7. I'm going to do the same thing with my second binomial. I can factor out a 3. And again, I'm left with p squared plus 7. That's the key here, is that I end up with matching binomials. And that's because now I can factor out p squared plus 7. If you don't end up with matching binomials here, you've made a mistake, or maybe you need to do some rearranging before grouping terms together. So I have p squared plus 7 times m plus 3 as my final answer. Okay, in the second example, if I group my first 2 terms together, you'll notice that they don't actually have any common factors. And the same thing happens with my second 2 terms. There are no common factors here. So I'm going to have to do some rearranging. And what I'm noticing is that if I group the 2y squared and the negative 2z together, I'll have a common factor of 2. So I'm going to rewrite this as 2y squared minus 2z. And because I can see that I have a y squared first in this binomial that's grouped together, I'm actually going to move my y squared over to the beginning of my second binomial. So I'm going to have a plus, because I always write them as an addition, minus ay squared plus a times z. Okay, again, factor out your common factors. Factoring out of 2, I have y squared minus z. And then I'm going to go ahead and factor out a negative a. And I'll be left with a y squared minus z. Again, I have matching binomials, so I'm going to factor out that binomial. Y squared minus z times 2 minus a.